What's up, market makers? It's Brendan. It's Friday afternoon, Friday evening, probably for some of you, maybe Saturday morning. Guys, I hope you have a great weekend coming up. Tons of news in Bitcoin, as you know. Bitcoin made an all-time high. This is the rise and possibly fall of Bitcoin once again. Gonna jump into the TA, but let's get into some of the news items that are very noteworthy. Guys, where do you trade? Where do you trade? Because if you're in the US and you're using Binance US or Coinbase, or I've heard some other names mentioned like Gemini, but I can tell you right now, Binance US had a scam wick. Go look it up. It's all over Twitter. It's everywhere on social media. They had a scam wick of Bitcoin. One single candle dropped the price of Bitcoin above 60K down to $8,200 in one candle, liquidating or stopping out all the longs. The CEO of Binance said, expect volatility, okay? Coinbase had a scam wick on ADA. Okay, chart guys even posted about it. They got stopped out. And yet I see all the YouTubers just say things like, oh, that's just part of trading in this space. Really? It's part of trading in this space to accept scam wicks and scummy behavior from these exchanges? Guys, care about where you trade. It's your money. I recommend BITGET. That's where I trade. The link is in the video description, guys. $630 in bonuses, no KYC, no VPN, and the US can use it. You don't need an ID, guys. All you need is an email, okay? Low fees, and the best thing is, here's a BitGet chart in front of you, no scam wicks, okay? No scam wicks. We have people in our room who are livid, who trade on Binance US, and they got stopped out and lost a lot of money. They're not getting any of that money back. That money is gone. Don't put up with this, guys. No other financial marketplace would tolerate stuff like that. Leave these exchanges. Dogecoin had a scam wick too. I'm not sure about which exchange. I heard the name Gemini mentioned, but you can check that out. So guys, let's get into the TA. We hit an all-time high, so we must be in a bull market, right? I mean, when I woke up the other day, I saw like we must be in a bull market because all the YouTubers were going live, 130K Bitcoin. Rastani, who I like, but he's showing a 10-year wave, Elliott wave theory. First of all, guys, Elliott wave theory is the most subjective theory ever that's been created. It's a ripoff of Gartley's theory, okay? There's like one or two YouTubers that are any good with it at all. Crypto Savvy is one of them. Most of the Elliott wave theory out there is garbage, okay? It's a forecasting tool. It is not a trading tool. It's way too subjective. The amount of people that can draw you 5 waves and an ABC correction, they're always wrong. They always have to readjust them. Don't waste your time on Elliott wave theory. But we did make an all-time high. And what happened, guys? Well, we caught a dragon pattern. And then what happened? We dumped 10%. 10%, people say that's a healthy correction. If you listen to Bitcoin, it's a healthy correction, guys. Could it go lower? Yeah, we're going down another 5% to about 56, 57K, where we'll get picked up by yet another pattern. And I'll show you guys that pattern, okay? Let's go ahead and get into that. So, where do I think Bitcoin's dropping to? Well, we're dropping to about here, 56,761, right in this area, okay? We're going to get picked up. This is a bullish pattern. Now, when people say, Brendan, are we in a bear market or a bull market? Well, by the book, technically, we're back in a bull market. We made a new all-time high, but we sold off 10%. Again, so now you're literally back into a corrective market. Again, by the book, you're in a corrective market. You get down to minus 20%, you're in a bear cycle again, a bear market. So we have another 5% to go. Then we're down minus 15%, getting very dangerous here, guys, going back into the bear cycle, okay? So where could this go? It's going to, price will continue to fall, get to point D, okay? When it gets to point D, it's going to turn around. Hopefully, if it gets enough support there, what is support? It's buyers, okay? If it gets enough support there, let's see where this could possibly go. And then let's look at some of the TA behind this, okay? So let's get some price targets. Let's go ahead and pull this over. Remember, the most commonly retraced to fib is the 618, 63,173. That would give you the all-time high of what, 67,128? Yeah, 67,128 going down to 63,173. I can tell you, after this, if it does end up hitting around here between 61, basically between 62 and 63, if price does come up, does something like this, and starts coming back down, this next push back up is very important. It needs to come back up and come up to the all-time high, maybe meet the all-time high, and it definitely wants to break the all-time high, okay? If it doesn't do that, and price just falls back down, your retracements are starting to get deeper, okay? And if you come up and make another lower high, then you just have your high, your lower high, your lower high, and you're on your way down into a bear market again, my friends. Because some YouTubers are saying the bear market, we're heading towards a bear market. Guys, you've been in a bear market for over 4 months, okay? Crypto people in general have no concept of general finance, all right, or other financial markets that are traded in, okay? You've been in a bear market for over 4 months. That's when your asset is minus 20% or more for at least 2 months, okay? Bitcoin was down as much as minus 55%. The alts down as much as minus 75 to 85%. Most of the alts are still negative from when Bitcoin was in the 40s back in May, okay? They have lower highs now than when Bitcoin was trading in the 40s, and you just made an all-time high. So the whole marketplace, guys, you got to look at the macro level going on in the world too, okay? So the Dow Jones wicked above its all-time high and then got rejected. Lots of people, including myself, expect the stock market in the US to pull back and have a crash very soon, okay? Very soon. If you don't think that's going to affect crypto, you're wrong. Because when people pull their money out of stocks, they put it in cash. And I can show you that as well with what's happening with the DXY. The DXY is getting ready to do a major pump. It's in a falling wedge. It is in a bat pattern. When it gets to point D, which could happen as early as next week, it's going to be pumping up. The DXY has an inverse relationship with Bitcoin, guys. What does that mean? Well, that simply means when the DXY, the US dollar, goes up, Bitcoin goes down, okay? So you could see Bitcoin dump more this weekend. This weekend's very pivotal to see what happens with Bitcoin because, as you know, it is low volume. They can be easily manipulated up or down, guys, up or down. So if this comes down, gets picked up by this pattern, and it just makes a lower high, that next sell-off / retracement is key. Because if you make another lower high, you're on your way back to the bear cycle, guys. You were out of the bear cycle for a total of what, 2 days? 2 days, and then you're going to be right back in it again. So that's what you need to watch out for. That's what you need to be very, very, very careful of. Let's get rid of some of this noise, and let's look at some of the TA behind this, my friends. So right now we're between 61.3 and 60,100 on GAN. Let's throw on some indicators. Let's get rid of the GAN so we can see a little bit better. This is a 4-hour time frame, guys. We are about to have a bearish cross on our TEMAs right here. If we keep descending, we will have the bearish cross again on a 4-hour time frame. Pretty powerful. Get rid of that. Let's throw on our ATR trend lines. By the way, you always look for confluence with pattern trading, with just trading in general. Where do you see confluence? Right here? Your volatility trend line, which is based on pivot points and ATR, okay? Right through the point D. That's support. You see that? You have 2 volatility trend lines crisscrossing right here at point D. This is highly likely to provide some support for Bitcoin, okay? This is part of pattern trading. You look at your other indicators, marry the market structure together with the patterns that you have. And let's see, what else we want to look at here? Let's look at Ichi. Where are you, my friend? Ichi, we fell right through the moving average, hit our nice support cloud. We are just bouncing above the support cloud now. Again, we got to get through it to get to that point D, okay? And if we do fall into the point D, you can look for that retracement up. And again, when you have that retracement, something interesting, let's go ahead and look at this. Pull this down. Look where the 618 is. Remember I just told you the most commonly retraced 2 fib, 63,194. Is it a likely target to get to after you bounce up? Look where that is. It's underneath the moving averages. In other words, they're resistance to your rise, right? So price would come down, do something like this, hit your moving averages, come back down, and you'd be beneath the cloud. Now your cloud's resistance. And now your next time you come back up, you got to go through the cloud, which is why more than likely it'll be yet another lower high. Okay, guys? That's just the realistic outlook for Bitcoin at the moment. Would I like to see Bitcoin go up? Of course I would, guys. We have guys in the room that have coins. I want everybody to have coins and make a lot of money. But you come here for realistic TA. I'm just telling you what I see. So you can hate me for it, but it is what it is. Let's look at our Keltner channel. What do we see with this? We lost the heart line, and we are down here resting on the outer band of the channel. Again, you fall through it, you're in trouble. Basically, all these indicators are going to show you, spin-offs of the same type of thing. What I do want to see, though, is let's look at our regression channel. because this is good. So we just fell through the center line. You can see we got above the regression channel, couldn't hold it, fell down, fell through the center line. We're below it and we're descending. Again, this is on the 4-hour time frame. If we come down here, we're in the negative channel, okay? Don't want to be in there. So you're going to get that point D and bounce up. But then again, that retracement, that's what you got to look out for. So we got to keep our eye on that. And let's look at our polynomial trend regression predictor based on 2 weeks of trading. Where should Bitcoin actually be trading? 52,878. Again, guys, always looking for confluence with your patterns with market structure. What do you have right here? Your point D for your pattern reversal for price to go up. Look where it's at. It's at the bottom of the regression channel. Again, there should be support right here, okay? This is what we're looking at very closely, 56.7, 56.8, somewhere right here in that range. You got to turn the magnet on to make it exact. But basically the high 56 area is where we're looking for Bitcoin to bounce up, okay? So that's what you need to focus on, because by all purposes, it looks like Bitcoin's going down there probably tonight, okay? So just keep that in mind. Let's go to the next time frame. So on the daily, we have the same pattern, guys. We have a cipher pattern, okay? This is a daily pattern, a lot of strength because it is a daily pattern. Look how close we are to the corrective market, getting back below the corrective market in the golden pocket, guys. So we need to stay above that 52K. Again, the daily candles, once a day, 8 o'clock Eastern, they're going to print, and we're just going to keep descending. This one's definitely going to be low this weekend. I anticipate the next couple really coming down, okay? So again, we're going to be looking for that push back up, the same exact PRZ, 56,692, and then we're going to be looking to push back up and hopefully get up enough that we can keep Bitcoin afloat. And the 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour time frame, current time, guys, current time. Look at the 200 moving average. You fell right through it. You know, we always talk about patterns. There's all types of patterns, guys. It's not just harmonic patterns, X5 patterns. There's double tops, right? There's double tops that break. And what do you have here? You have a double top, right? Broke down. Look how severe that drop is too, okay? Not a lot of support because you're in price discovery up there. You have a double top right here. Broke down, and look at this drop. Again, from that little double top, you got that drop. Again, not a lot of support, guys, a lot of selling. A lot of selling. So this is what you have to look at. You're just printing patterns, making shapes, and that's what's happening with Bitcoin. Let's look at a couple of indicators here as well, see if anything is different. Let's see where we are in Ichi on the 1 hour time frame. Because it's a different time frame, it's going to appear differently. And as you can see on Ichi, fell right through the moving average. We're already through the cloud, guys, and we're through the 200 moving average. You already have a red Kumo cloud forming and descending. You see that direction? Remember, directions of clouds matter in cloud trading, okay? This right here is called a Kumo twist. It's when you go from one color cloud, a support cloud, to a resistance cloud, or vice versa. So that's a Kumo twist, and now now the cloud is resistance to your rise, and it is descending. Again, look for this to come down to that 56K, high 56K level before we find some support and a bounce back up. All right, guys, what else do we have? We had the DXY. I showed you this already. It is in a falling wedge. I anticipate it bouncing back up. I anticipate a lot of strength in the dollar. The economy is bad, but gold's been underperforming, guys. Gold's been severely underperforming. The economy is slowing down. The U.S. has all kinds of financial problems, printing money, blah, blah, blah. You guys can listen to all the macroeconomics about that you want to. Bottom line is the dollar's going up. The patterns show the dollar's going up. The macroeconomics show the dollar's going up, which means Bitcoin is going to be struggling against a rising dollar and having just fallen off of a market high. So it's an uphill battle, guys. Guys, if you like patterns, if you like a really cool community you can grow with in trading and meet some really great people, awesome educational materials, check out our Discord link in the video description. Over 6,000 people are there now. Love to meet you. Love to have you there. Guys, check out our BitGet link. Unlock that $630 in bonuses for yourself. Again, no VPN, no KYC. Another video coming soon. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Watch that pattern for Bitcoin, guys. Watch that daily pattern. You're going to be looking at it, that 56K area, that high 56. That's where you should get your support. Talk to you guys soon.